Prince Zuko. Who are you? And what do you want?
Come on! Give this bison a hug right now. Yeah. Alright, we're moving into the final 3 episodes of the Earth book here. A couple of my Patreon members have been hyping up these last 3 episodes and have said that it might not be what I'm expecting, which has been what the entirety of the Ba Sing Se experience has been so far, so I'm very excited to see what unfolds. Last episode was fantastic, Zuko having a massive turnaround after Iroh has had enough of Zuko constantly chasing after the Avatar, and he's freed Appa, which currently Aang and the gang have no idea about. But Appa is back, it looks like maybe we've dealt with Long Feng, we'll see, and we've got a whole corrupt situation in Ba Sing Se to potentially undo before we move into the next season. Like and subscribe, check out the Patreon for early access if you're interested, and with all that being said, enjoy the video. The Earth King, okay, here we go, we're gonna fix him, that's what I think at least.
I miss you more than you'll ever know, buddy.
Oh, Momo. Oh, and Jet, I forgot about Jet.
Let's fly.
Hell yeah. Okay, Appa.
Long Feng's probably warned the king that we're coming.
Why would you assume that? If you ask me, I think we're just gonna sail right in and...
Come on, Sokka.
Surface to air block!
Oh, that's sick. So they have control of the king. I imagine they've brainwashed him as well. Oh, the no look. Aang is out here, man. That was dope. Let him know, Appa. Oh, she's so clean with it, man. Look, the water whipping in the back. She said sorry. Oh. Yeah, earthbending, I'm gonna say it again. It's the best. I want to be an earthbender. This is such a treat. Oh, dude, they just work together so well now. Ah, it's so cool. Probably the 2 best earthbenders in the world outside of Boomy, no? Aang and Toph. What are we saying, Zuko?
I don't feel right.
Yeah, yep. Wait, it's this bad though?
Zuko!
Interesting. This the guy? Oh, he's still here.
You invade my palace, lay waste to all my guards, break down my fancy door, and you expect me to trust you?
I don't think he's brainwashed.
We're friends, your earthiness.
Make sure the Avatar and his friends never see daylight again.
King looks concerned here.
Avatar?
Yeah, he didn't know.
You're the Avatar?
Yep.
Though Bosco seems to like him.
I don't think he's brainwashed. I think he's just in the conspiracy, right?
There's a war going on right now. For the past 100
There's no way he doesn't know this much.
A secret war?
Really, he doesn't know this much.
Your claim is difficult to believe, even from an Avatar.
You're playing right into your own destruction.
I have to trust my advisor.
Yeah, right.
Right there! Appa bit him!
Well, I suppose there's no way to prove where those marks came
Yeah, that's a weak theory, right? Oh, bring Appa in.
Yep, that pretty much proves it. But it doesn't prove this crazy conspiracy theory.
It's gonna take a while, man.
Suppose this matter is worth looking into.
We'll take it.
Okay? My man is sick right now. It can't be just because he helped Aang, right? I'm sure they'll reveal actually what's going on, but...
So you've never been outside the upper ring before?
I've never been outside the palace. Now that's the way to travel.
The king is this sheltered? Like, how have the Dai Li even done this? I think I like the king. He seems like a good dude. He just genuinely has no idea because the Dai Li have just controlled everything this much? He's never been outside the palace?
You're about to see where all the brainwashing and conspiring took place.
It's gone.
Yeah, I figured that's where they went. They went to kind of destroy this, right?
Still got my positive attitude.
Where does this come from, by the way?
We were coming and destroyed the evidence.
Longfeng was right. This was a waste of time. If you'll excuse me, I'm going back to the palace.
The wall. They'll never be able to cover that up in time. Oh, yeah. If you come with us to the outer wall, we can prove to you that the secret war
Oh,
is
the drill!
I don't have any more time.
Put his ass on Appa and take him to see the drill.
If you come with us, this time you can ride on Appa.
Yeah. Come on now.
Part of me really hopes that what you're telling me about this war isn't true.
Oh, yeah.
I wish it wasn't.
Yeah. You're gonna have a fever dream, man. Here we go.
It's getting late. Are you planning to retire soon, my lord?
I'm not tired.
Relax, Fire Lord Zuko. Just let go.
No, Fire Lord Zuko. Do not listen to the...
The angel and the devil.
Go! Before it's too late.
Azula and Iroh.
Sleep now, Fire Lord Zuko. Just like mother.
Well, that tells you all you need to know, right?
Help me!
Jesus Christ. I might have to unpack that afterwards. But that is some stuff.
It's still there.
What is that?
It's a drill. A giant drill made by the Fire
Okay,
Nation
good.
to break
Okay.
through your walls.
Is this gonna do it? Yeah, come on now. This is gonna do it.
I never knew.
I can? You haven't left the palace, bro.
This is nothing more than a construction project.
Then perhaps
Throw him off the wall.
explain why there's a Fire Nation insignia on your construction project.
Well, it's imported, of course. You know you can't trust domestic machinery.
We're just doing this whole he said, she said thing, man. Where's the message from Appa?
Arrest Longfeng.
Okay. Okay.
You can't arrest me. You all need me more than you know.
Am I still sus of the Dai Li? I don't know. I still don't know where we're at. I'm not gonna lie.
All this time, what I thought was a great metropolis was merely a city of fools.
Yes.
And that makes me the king.
Yes. Look at Momo.
We're at war with the Fire Nation.
That's why we came to Ba Sing Se, Your Highness.
Okay, I think we're good here.
Because we think you can help us end the war. A solar eclipse is coming. The sun will be entirely blocked out by the moon, and the firebenders will be helpless. That's the day we need to invade the Fire Nation. The day of Black Sun.
Black Sun.
I don't know. That would require moving troops out of Ba Sing
Man who's
Se.
never left his palace.
Completely vulnerable.
Yeah.
The Fire Nation won't stop until Ba Sing Se falls. You can either sit back and wait for that to happen, or take the offensive and give yourself a fighting chance.
Good speech, Sokka.
Very well.
Man's here for some excitement. Let's go. Okay, this is good. We got to where we needed to get to.
I apologize for the interruption.
This is General Hao, my highest-ranking general.
Ooh, okay.
We searched Longfeng's office. I think we found something that will interest everybody.
What do we got? What do we got?
Toph Beifong.
It's a letter from your mom. Your mom's here in the city.
Huh?
She wants to see you.
I didn't see this coming.
Intercepted our letters from home?
Yeah, that's what he was doing. Yeah.
Aang.
Oh, this is the message.
Scroll was attached to the horn of
Good,
your
good.
bison when the Dai Li captured it.
It's from the Eastern Air Temple. Is there a letter for me and Sokka by any chance?
I'm afraid.
Ah. We saw their dad the other episode, though.
There is an intelligence report that might interest you.
A small fleet of water tribe ships?
Hey.
Protecting the mouth of Chameleon Bay? Led by Hakoda? It is that!
Let's go.
You should know this is not a natural sickness, but that shouldn't stop you from enjoying tea.
What's happening?
It's got to be mental, right?
A critical decision. What
Yeah,
you did
yeah.
with that lake, it was in such conflict with your image of yourself that you are now at war within your own mind.
Zuko's the best character, man. He's in the process of changing. Yeah.
It will not be a pleasant when you come out of it, you will be the beautiful prince you were always meant to be.
Might shed a tear real quick.
There's a man living at the Eastern Air Temple. He says he's a guru.
Yeah, this is the guy. Guru Pathik.
He wants to help me take the next step in the Avatar journey. He says he can teach me to control the Avatar.
Ooh, this is big time.
We know where our dad is now.
I know it.
Yeah, it's all
My
happening.
mom's in the city. And from her letter, it sounds like she finally understands me.
I don't know about that. We'll have to see.
I hate to say it, but we have to split up.
Oh, is this what we're gonna do? Okay.
Appa and I could drop you off at Chameleon Bay to see your dad.
Someone has to stay here with the Earth King and help him plan for the invasion.
Toph would make sense.
I guess that's me.
Oh.
Sokka, I know how badly you want to help Dad. I'll stay here with the king.
You are the nicest ever!
Easy there, big brother. Though you're right, I am.
Huh. Wow, okay. So all four of us are splitting.
Katara, I need to tell you something. I've been wanting to say it for a long time.
What is it, Aang?
Katara,
They're gonna interrupt him.
Men only man trip.
Oh, God, they're teasing us.
Ba Sing Se owes you its thanks, and we look forward to your safe return.
So this is what I wasn't going to expect, right?
There are 3 female warriors here to see you. They're from the island of Kyoshi.
That's Suki!
Oh my God, it just keeps happening.
The Kyoshi warriors are a skilled group of fighters. Trustworthy, too. They're good friends of ours.
Then we shall welcome them as honored guests.
I feel a build-up happening
Wait.
for the next season.
Mwah.
Let's go, my boy.
I'm
We'll
really
take
gonna
that.
miss you guys.
Me too.
Yeah.
Sokka, get involved.
That's enough! Okay, we love each other.
I didn't realize how tall Sokka is. That was so uncomfortable. I thought his skull was gone for a second, but no, it was worse. There's gonna be some talking about that.
A little positive thinking works wonders.
Maybe he's not wrong.
And when we get back, Suki's waiting for me.
Yeah. Girls are waiting.
Everything is gonna work out perfect.
Oh no. Why is he fourth wall breaking?
The Council of Five and the military are loyal to the Earth King, but the Dai Li remains
Yeah,
loyal
I had
to
a
you.
feeling this would be the case.
Sir.
They're playing the long game here, maybe. And this I'm also interested in.
Mom? Anyone home?
I've got a bad feeling. Is this a trap? This has got to be a trap.
One loudmouth.
Of course, it's these frickin' guys. You knew it was too good to be true. Toph's parents understanding her? Nah.
It is with the highest honor that I welcome our esteemed allies.
No, it's not! It's Azula!
We are the Earth King's.
The first time they said it was 3 people, this is who I thought of. But then I thought it was actually Suki. Holy shit. Okay, alright, everyone hold on a minute. Is that the best episode yet? The amount they crammed into that, all the twists. Like, I haven't felt like this at the end of an episode yet. Okay, so y'all were right. This is absolutely like nothing I could have ever expected. At the very least, we did wake the king up to what's going on. And he is aware of the war. He now considers Aang and everyone allies. And he's all on board with the, what was it? The black... What did Sokka call it? The Day of Black Sun? That is an epic name. I hope that sticks. But the king's all on board with that. He wants to help us when the time comes. But this whole thing with Long Feng is still going on, right? The Dai Li are still loyal to him. You know, they gave that look to each other, the 2 Dai Li guys, when they were on top of the wall and they arrested Long Feng. So you knew something sus was still going on with that. So Toph is captured. Katara is staying put, I believe, to watch the Earth King. Sokka's gone with Aang, and Aang's going to drop him off to hopefully visit his father in, I believe it was a Chameleon Bay. Aang's going to meet Guru Pathik at the Eastern Air Temple to learn how to control the Avatar state. That's something I talked about a while ago. Obviously, he's only been able to use it when he gets really angry or his emotions are heightened. But if he can learn to control that, that's going to be big time going into what I imagine is going to be a pretty epic fight with the Fire Nation. But I didn't think that's what we'd be doing at all. I really thought there'd be some massive conclusion coming up in Ba Sing Se, which there probably still is with what's still going on in there. And we'd just move into the next book and we'd be learning firebending from someone, and which I think could very well be Zuko with everything that's going on. and I'll talk more about that in a minute. But man, when characters all part ways like this, it always gets me feeling a certain kind of way, right? It was very emotional. Everyone's hugging it out. Katara's given Aang, you know, a little peck, kind of filling in the gap there after Sokka interrupted Aang from, I assume, telling her, you know, how he actually felt about her. So they're constantly teasing us with that. I reckon that's just going to be one of those things that'll happen like right at the end of the show, right? Not the spot I thought we'd be in going into the last 2 episodes of this book at all. Okay, now Zuko. So Iroh summed it up perfectly, and it's what you kind of assume is happening, right? Zuko's one decision here to go against, you know, the image of himself that I imagine is what that dream was about, right? He was the Fire Lord. He didn't have his scar. That's the image he's been holding on to, right? That's where he's seen himself like his whole life. And now by freeing Appa and helping the Avatar, and I did think back to, it's not the first time he's helped Aang, right? The first time we saw him as the Blue Spirit, he did rescue Aang from Zhao, but that was for his own agenda, right? That was so he could be the one to capture Aang. This time, it has nothing to do with that. It's just free Appa because it's the right thing to do. And it sent him into a fever, and he is incredibly sickly. And Iroh just completely understands what Zuko is going for and says he's going through a metamorphosis, and he is going to become the prince that he was meant to be after all this. Like, are we gonna see this unfold over the next 2 episodes, going into the next season? I'm incredibly excited about this. Zuko, I think, is just the most incredibly written character. And shout out to one of my Patreon members, Gabriella, who has been incredibly informative to me throughout this whole Avatar watch through. She did mention that apparently Zuko was not even written into the original script of Avatar. Can you think just how insanely different this show would be if Zuko was not in the show? And the fact that he's so well written, and I imagine a very fond character amongst the community, it's just insane to think that he almost wasn't in the show. So I'm incredibly interested to see what happens. And if he's going through this change, maybe there is a chance that he gets in with the Aang gang, but I want him to be the one to teach Aang firebending so bad. Like, he had that dream, he looked into the mirror and he was Aang, or maybe not Aang, maybe he was the Avatar. And those 2 dragons in that dream, like one sounded like Azula, like the devil on his shoulder, and then Iroh, you know, like the angel on the other side, like Azula telling him to sleep. I'm assuming it's Azula, just like his mother. And to me, I think that kind of implies, you know, what happened to Zuko's mother. She was doing stuff behind the scenes. I don't know if we're going to get anything else about their mother as we go forward in the show. Someone else did leave a comment as well, more so about Zuko's mother. I have forgotten specifically what it was, but to me that says that they did kill her, right? And that's kind of what you thought happened, right? When their mother said, you know, she had to leave. But Iroh's the one on the other side saying, you have to let this go, right? This image of himself, of who, like being Ozai's son. And that's all he's had. And now it's almost like a completely clean slate. Like, what do we do now? And thank goodness he's got Iroh with him, right? Like the wisest person in the entire bloody world, right? To guide him through whatever he's going to go through next. I'm incredibly excited to see what happens with Zuko. And the last thing, of course, it's the Azula squad that have infiltrated Ba Sing Se. Oh my gosh, okay, I've just made the connection, because we left off with them fighting each other, right? Suki and Azula, did they win? And they've taken their makeup and their clothes? Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. That makes perfect sense. But when they initially mentioned that there was like 3 warriors, right? Of course you think of Azula, May, and Ty Lee, but then as soon as Sokka said Suki, I was like, okay, that makes perfect sense. You know, they were talking about being from Kyoshi Island, but the mention of 3 specifically should have given it away. But I knew as soon as they didn't show their faces straight away, it just had to be Azula and the squad. And that's just a whole nother thing going on here, man. And with that, I think that's everything from this episode. There was a lot in this one, and I have been actively trying to keep the discussions not super long, but there is just so much to talk about. So I'm going to leave this one here now. This is easily the most excited I have been to go into the next batch of episodes. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And as always, please continue to leave your comments and feedback down below. You know I always appreciate it, and we'll see y'all in the next episode of Avatar.